Hello everyone. Well, for today's video, I thought I would do another food tasting video. There is a store in our area called World Market, and they have all kinds of unusual foods from around the world. Unusual to me. So I got a very nice selection of different things, and I thought I would try them for you and let you know how they taste. We're going to start with the more savory items, and then we'll move into the sweet. And this is more international because they had food from all over the place. So I have some things from Japan and some things from England, and I think I have one thing from Australia. And I have some other stuff that I think is just unusual. I don't know what country it's from. So I'm going to start out with these. These are called pretzel pearls. They are little spheres of pretzel. And they are Thai Sriracha flavored. Since Sriracha is such a huge flavor that people like nowadays, there was lots of stuff in the store that was Sriracha flavored. Now let's see. So you can see they're just little spheres, bite-sized. There we go. Yeah. Not super spicy, but it does look like they're very salty. I don't know if you can see lots of granulated. Not too salty. Actually, for being Sriracha flavored, they're pretty mild. These two are glued together. I think that actually may be sugar on there and not salt. There's just a little bit of sweetness to them. They may be spicier than I realize. I have accustomed my palate to eating very spicy food. So some things that I consider to be mild or not very spicy are, in fact, quite spicy to somebody else. So. No. Definitely some sugar in there, which is kind of weird. Let's see if they have any ingredients are on the bottom, so let's close this up. It says wheat flour, vegetable oil, and then the third ingredient is sugar, then salt. So, not super high calorie though. They're nice. I wouldn't say the Sriracha flavor is particularly strong, but the pretzel flavor is nice. So, I think these would be kind of the thing you would put out for a appetizer at your company or something. You know, it's kind of like what you would expect at a hotel. Not bad, but not spectacular. Okay. So the next thing that I saw were these. They are whiskey praline pecans. And that just sounded really interesting to me. and they looked rather decadent inside the package. It says Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 brand. And it has some advertising copy here for Jack Daniel's. If you like these, try our drink. So, let me cut these open here. I need to cut them a little bit more. There we go. So let's see. These smell almost like candy. Well, they are candy, I guess. I don't know why I was thinking them as more of a savory, but let's see. I guess I don't think of whiskey as something that's sweet. It's really good. Ingredients are pecans, sugar, non-dairy creamer, soybean oil, and Jack Daniel's whiskey is the next to last ingredient. So these aren't like rum balls or something like that where the alcohol content is ridiculously high. But you can taste a little bit. Yeah. I think you can feel the whiskey more on your tongue as a feeling than as an actual flavor. It's really strong because it's very, very sweet. It even is hard to taste the taste of the nuts, the pecans. It says they are for sale to adults of legal drinking age. So I assume there is some residual alcohol in them. It says allergy information, packaged in a facility that handles peanuts, nuts, milk, and soy products. Considering they are made of nuts, I would think that would be a no-brainer. But okay, try one more, and then we'll move on. Get this one here. You can hardly even see that there's a nut in there at all. That one I can taste the whiskey a little more in. They're very good. I know I've had different types of whiskey before. I don't know if I've ever had Jack Daniel's. But with that much sugar, I think anything would taste good. So I don't know if I can judge the flavor of Jack Daniel's purely on these or not. But I would say those are pretty awesome. Put those out of the way. The next thing we've got, I think this is the last savory thing. although that last was not very savory, that was very sweet. These are Flavor Adventure Smoky Bacon Cheddar Smackdown Peanuts. So, bacon cheddar peanut sounds absolutely awesome to me. It's an easy open package. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Smell very peanutty. I'm going to take a drink of water to cleanse the sweetness out of my mouth. Okay. That's better. I want to get the full bacon cheddar experience. It's nice. These are good. They do a good job of balancing the flavoring with the peanut. It doesn't take over. I would say the bacon flavor is more of just a general smokiness. And the cheddar is actually more prominent than the bacon. Definitely very easy to eat. They don't appear to be super salty, though I'm sure they are. Let's see here. Read the ingredients for you. Or the nutritional information, at least. Sodium 4%, not too bad. About half of this package is a serving. Has buttermilk powder in it, bacon fat, paprika and turmeric. So, yeah. These are good. I poured these out, so I figure that I need to eat them, whether I really do or not, but I'm the type of person who's compulsively driven to clean their plate. So I've had to train myself to not put very much on my plate. Those are really good. After I make videos like this, I usually give the rest of the snack things I bought to my sons. And they always enjoy them. Except for one thing I bought. They did not care for that at all. I can't remember what it was. Okay. So that should be all of the savory things. I think the next thing I'm going to move on to is a drink that I bought. And it is Japanese, I believe. I believe these are Japanese characters and not Chinese characters, but I could be wrong. Yep, product of Japan. There we go. And this is melon flavored carbonated drink. And what intrigued me about it was the fact that it has this, let me give this to you here, this set of instructions on how to open the bottle. It says how to open. Remove the seal from the top. Detach the plunger from the center of the cap. Place the plunger on top of the bottle. Press down firmly with the base of your palm to release the marble. Throw away the seal, cap, and plunger. Have fun drinking. Ramune. So, the very act of opening this bottle seems like an adventure. So, I may have to reposition the camera to get the full effect. Okay. So here is the bottle. It's definitely a bright candy colored green. Okay. Let's save our instructions here. I'm going to put them down here. Make sure that I understand. So we take off this, and we have a blue cap, and then what appears to be a glass, maybe plastic. I think it's plastic sphere. So that must be the marble that we need to push down. And then the plunger is inside of this cap, and I think we need to remove it. Like that. And then we're going to push down with the palm of our hand, and hopefully not make too loud of a noise. Okay. I'm going to have to do this in another take, I think. Okay, so I opened the bottle off camera because it took quite a bit of force, and I wasn't sure how loud it would be. So it looks like the marble went down and stopped here at this neck. So I imagine when you tilt it, the marble rolls around. Inside of this little chamber, which it looks like this is solid. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I think the liquid is actually coming up. I don't know. It's very interesting. But let's see how it tastes. Very mild melon flavor. It's not super sweet, which is nice. So let's do an experiment here. Oh, that's not solid, that's just open all the way. It's just enough to capture the marble. keep it from going all the way down. So this is a fun little feature. I don't know how functional it is as far as it says, do not swallow the plunger. Throw it away immediately. Adults should open the bottle for small children. That's good. Do not try to remove the marble from the bottle to avoid injury. Do not freeze the bottle or store it in direct sunlight. Do not consume if the marble is broken, missing, or descended before opening. Interesting. I like the flavor. It's certainly not overpowering. Very, very mild flavor. Nice. Okay. Let's move on to another thing that's sweet. We'll set that aside. I'm going to reposition the camera again so you can see closer to what's going to happen down here. Okay. So now the next thing that I have is a box of these cookies that are not traditional cookie shape. See if I can just tear this end. There we go. Sorry about that. Hope that wasn't too loud. Okay. So there's 2 more left in there. This is a kind of a medium brown color with, looks like dark chocolate on the inside. I've had things like this before and they're delicious, so let's see if this one is too. Not too bad. A mild chocolate. Okay, it has a little bit of coffee in it. I think that's what it says here. Packaged in Indonesia. So, again, not overpoweringly sweet. Fairly nice. Chocolate is just, goes well with the cookie. They go very well together. Okay. That was nice. Definitely much more of a traditional sweet than the pecans. And following in that theme of chocolate-filled things, we have chocolate cream filled cookies. So let's see how similar or not similar the taste of these is. These are definitely a little bit more aimed at children. Opens very easily. The name of these are Hello Panda, and we have little graphics on them of pandas, or a panda doing sports. So here we have an archer, 2 skiing, and this may be like volleyball or something. These seem to be rounded. These seem to be the shape of a panda, I guess, some animal with 2 little ears. So, let's see what it tastes like. I would say the chocolate is even milder in these. The cookie, it's more of a traditional cookie flavor, a little more butter in it. But the chocolate is definitely in the background. See, there's not a ton, it's more of a coating on the inside than actually filling the whole thing. They're okay. I would say they're very average. Not bad. Just not something that would make me want to eat them again. So, okay. Take a drink here of my melon flavored soda. It's very interesting drinking out of this because it feels different to your lips than regular bottled drinks that I've had. It's like my mouth isn't quite sure if it's going to make a seal on it or it's going to make a mess. So the next thing I got, following the cookie and chocolate thing, is something I know that I like. I've had this before. It's Nutella with little sticks of cookie bread. So it's just a pack. You have this side filled with the delicious goodness of Nutella. And this side, small little cookie sticks. And I love interactive snacks. That's good. Nutella does an excellent job of balancing the flavor of the hazelnuts with the flavor of the chocolate. To create a very unique flavor. Okay, well, I know for a fact that I can eat this whole thing, but I don't want to. They very cleverly made it so it is not resealable. So, but I can't eat all of it. I'm already feeling a little full. We got about 3 or 4 more things to go, so I will set this aside. Lovely as always. I'm going to put these things together, these 2 things, because I have a suspicion that they are quite similar in what's inside of them. But they are neat little metal tins. This looking like a Chinese takeout box in America. And this looking like a mushroom from Mario. But I think they have hard candy inside. There's one. And this has a little perforation. Okay. So this has little candied stars in it. And let's see. There we go. These contain little, they look like mints, little green candies. Tough little plastic bag. There we go. Now we can pour these back in here. Very cute. Oops. This is as much a packaging video as it is an eating video. Okay. Let me try one of these to not leave the package. There we go. Okay. So here we have the Hello Kitty stars. Here we have the Nintendo green mushrooms. It's kind of a melony flavor. The texture and the look of it is similar to a sweet tart that we have here in America, but these are not sour. It's a unique flavor, I like it. Okay. Let's try these. The white ones seem to be more of just a generic sweet sugar flavor. And the red ones seem to have just a little bit of bubble gum. with a very nice crunch factor, but not too hard to break your teeth. I really like how this goes together. Okay. Or doesn't? Okay. I'll figure that out later. Okay. So there are two more things. Let me take another drink here. Wash all that sugar out of my mouth with a sweet drink. One of these is from England and the other is from Australia. So I think I'm going to start with the Australian thing first. And if any of you are from Australia, you can tell me if you have seen these or how popular these are. This is a huge bag. And these things seem to be rather large in size. They are called candy honeycomb. You can see there. It says, crack open a bag of men's candy honeycomb, an explosive I can't read that. For an explosive taste of crisp, sweet honeycomb with a chocolate-flavored coating. It is the sweetest candy hit for the busy bee in all of us. How lovely. Okay. So I think this will be crunchy. Let me open up the top here. It says Australian made and owned. That's cool. Maybe I should have made the opening bigger. Okay. That is a big honkin' snack. Okay. I'm going to put this bag aside. It's fairly light. It's not too dense. Let's see. I think I got mostly chocolate in that one. I don't taste a whole lot of honey. It tastes mostly chocolate. This has a very interesting texture. Seems to dissolve fairly quickly in your mouth. It has an almost slightly toasted or burnt flavor. Yeah. This inner part dissolves in your mouth before the chocolate really even starts to melt in your mouth. It's really interesting. So in the end, you're left with just chocolate, which isn't bad. It's a nice chocolate. It's growing on me. I kind of like it. You view it more as a chocolate snack with a inner mild flavoring. If I ate that without knowing what flavor it was supposed to be, I don't think I would have ever guessed honey. Okay. So my camera stopped recording. So these are gourmet English licorice, which I like all three of those words. So I'm looking forward to this. They smell very coconutty. And I'm usually not a big fan of coconut, but let's see. It looks so very happy and festive. I'm just going to pour them all out here so we can see. Okay. Well, it didn't look like I got any of the tubular shaped candies, but got some yellow squares and yellow circles. We have some, looks like Neapolitan ice cream, vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. And these are vanilla, chocolate, and then some kind of a nougat, maybe. And these have yellow. It's all very exciting. And these were imported, so who knows how long they have been sitting somewhere waiting to enter the States. But we can organize them, and I like that. Okay, we have lots of these little circular pink with, it looks like, chocolate in the middle of them. And then we have these, and I think that's probably what people thought the phloem looked like. They have these little beads all over them. These are stuck together. Okay. Well, let's see. These are stuck together too. We'll put those down there. So now, I think I'm going to try this one first. Definitely a coconut flavor, but not too bad. I believe the dark in the middle is licorice. Yep, it is. It's a nice level of sweetness. It's not too overly powerfully sweet. I'll try one of these squares now. That's nice. Can't necessarily identify the flavors other than the licorice. This white seems to add like a creaminess to it. It's also not super sticky, super chewy, just a little bit. Oops. And we'll try this here. It doesn't seem to have as strong of a flavor. Now let's try this. No licorice at all. It's more of a jelly type candy. And maybe a minty flavor. Not quite ginger. Maybe a little bit. Oh. Seem to have some sort of a licoricey flavor. Maybe I should say differently processed licorice. So, well, this has been very educational. All of this was pretty good. And I was very excited to try these. I'm not sure if the video cut out while I was talking about these. But in my Floam videos, people have mentioned that the Floam that I was working with reminded them of these candies. So they were talking about all sorts candies, and I've always been interested in trying them. So when I saw them in the store, I was very excited. We'll try this one last. Very nice. Couldn't eat a lot of them. They're kind of rich. Put them back here in the bag. So if you're from England watching this, how special are these? Are these things that you eat a lot of, or are they like candies that you've tasted before but you really don't eat a lot of them, or are they like very, very popular? Let me know. And I will finish off my beverage with the weird floating marble in it. Actually kind of refreshing. The marble is very clanky. That would get on my nerves. But so thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this culinary adventure into many different types of candies and snacks from around the world. We have multiple different ones here. You can't see that one very well. So we'll make a little tableau here. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my videos. I make many different types of ASMR videos for you all. And please comment and like if you want to, and let me know what you thought, and I will see you all later in my next video. Thanks.